What's up, Tube? How's it going? I believe this is the last day that I'm going to the gym before I leave for Hawaii, so you know what that means. I'm gonna do some arms today. Pretty excited for that. I think arm day is probably my favorite day. I've been doing biceps first on arms instead of triceps, and that's been a big difference in my. That's made a big difference in growing my biceps. I think I've said this before in a few videos, but my biceps and my back are a lot harder to grow than my triceps and my chest. So on my arm days, I started doing this probably about 6 or 8 months ago. I started switching it, so I start with biceps instead of triceps, and I like that a lot. I cut the crap out of myself at work today. Got electrical tape all on this thing. I took it off earlier. I had it wrapped up. I took it off earlier and immediately started profusely bleeding again. So I was like, all right, I better keep this on for a while. We are about 9.5 weeks out right now. And I'm definitely at that point, like, I feel like I'm just not, like, calories are dropping, fat isn't. Like, I feel it. Like, I feel hungry and at a loss of energy, but I'm not seeing the fat come off. You know, I feel like I've stayed relatively the same the last 3 or 4 weeks, and we've been dropping the calories, which is kind of annoying to me. It's like so difficult for me to get to 10% body fat. Once I get where I am right now, man, it's just a crawl. But gotta keep pushing. If I gotta drop the calories to 1,000 calories to get there, then that's what we gotta do. But we're gonna get there. I'm determined. It is annoying when you keep dropping calories and you're just not losing fat. At least not that much. You know, I've stayed the same weight and the same body fat percentage for several weeks now, so I think he's going to drop them again because we pretty much cut out all carbs, and I'm definitely flat. I am very flat, no doubt about that. But yeah, so we'll see. But in Hawaii, I'm nervous because I really don't want to overdo it at all. I want to stay as close to my diet as I can, and I don't know how realistic. I know there's going to be 2 travel days where I'm going to be there. There's just not shit I can do about that one, you know. All day long, I'm going to be on an airplane, but what I can do is when we land, we're going to a Costco. So we're staying in a hotel, but I need to find a way. You know, maybe I can't eat. Maybe I'll switch out the chicken for like tuna or something. That's the one I have to cook. Eggs. I could get egg whites and drink those. Maybe if, I don't know, but we'll find out. We're going to Costco when we get there, so I'll get some groceries. I'm gonna try I'll get box protein shakes. I don't think I'm gonna get any chicken because I don't want to have to cook chicken. I think I'm gonna switch it out for tuna. It'll be a little bit leaner anyway. Maybe cheaper. It'll be just easier. You know, I could eat a couple cans of tuna instead of 8 ounces of chicken. It's a little bit different, but you know, make do with what you got. Ran out of storage again. Had to go delete a bunch of stuff. I don't know why this thing does that, because it's like when I make a video and run out of storage, I'll delete like 100 videos, or like I'll delete so many things out of my camera roll, and I'll do it in the recently deleted and stuff too. And the very next video, I run out of storage again. So I don't know. I'm just gonna have to keep deleting things. I think Apple's doing something fishy with that, because there's no way. Like, I used up apparently I used up like over 30 gigabytes in a matter of like less than a week, which makes no sense to me. You know, I deleted all my messages from like last year and stuff, so I don't know what's going on there. But when I go home, I got a couple things I gotta do when I go home. So again, I'm going home. It's March right now. It's the end of March. I'm going home in September. I just thought I forgot to give my dad a birthday present for a second, but I didn't. I got him one. I'm going home in September, so I got, what, 5 months? So I got 5 months, and when I go home, I need to get a truck. I'm gonna trade this thing in for a truck because I'm gonna be doing electrician stuff up there with my construction with one of my friends. You know, it's kind of a better opportunity. Be making more money, and it'll be more affordable, and then, you know, I can save up some money for a few years, and then once I can get licensed and, you know, electric and stuff, I'll come back down here. But anyways, yeah, I got 5. All right, let's try this again. That's the storage thing. But yeah, when I go home, I need to get a truck, and I need to get I'm gonna get a new phone. For trucks, I was looking at them because I honestly, when I started doing this electrician stuff down here, I wanted to get a truck, because when you're working on construction sites and stuff, I drive a Honda Accord right now, and it just gets beat up. You know, it's just not great for a Honda Accord. So I started looking at them, but I can't afford to trade anything in right now. If my car payment and insurance was anything higher than it is now, I can't really afford this. My car payment's only $250. So, but when I go home, I don't have rent. I'll be able to trade this thing in. Insurance is a lot cheaper in Virginia than it is in Florida. I'm paying $320. Well, I would be paying $320 for full coverage. I can't get full coverage because I can't get that. But in Virginia, full coverage was like $100, and here it was $320. It's pretty crazy. So I'll get a truck when I go home, and then a new phone, because this phone I've had for like 3 or 4 years, and it's hanging on by a thread. It's still hanging in there, just by a thread. But when I go home, I'll be able to get a good one, better camera. I messed up the camera on this one within like the first week. Yeah, not good. I was at an army training and messed it up pretty quickly. I thought I was picking at the case, and turned out that was just the camera, the actual camera itself. So I'm gonna go home, get a truck, get a new phone, more storage, very important, and yeah, I think those are my 2 big to-dos when I go home. For trucks, I was looking at them, and I don't like the real big trucks. I'm not a super flashy guy, so I don't like the real big ones, like that are all decked out and overly lifted and just kind of loud. I don't really like those. I kind of like the mid-sized trucks. So like the Tacomas, I really like those. But the ones that look the most affordable, I was kind of going through them. The Chevy Colorados, like from a few years ago, and I think Colorado is the smaller one. And I don't like them when they were super small, but at some point there's kind of more mid-size now. And I think a super small truck is kind of pointless. You know, you got to have more room than a car in there. But also, I think there's some trucks that I don't need to haul anything, so I don't need anything massive. You know, it's just like a good mid-sized truck. I can throw tools in the bed and, you know, other things back there, and it can go on construction sites 4-wheel drive. It's also more hilly up there, so it makes more sense to have one. But the Chevy Colorados, you go like 2017, 2018, you can get them with not less than 100,000 miles, and they're like, I don't know, like right around 20 grand. So could be pretty reasonable. Dude, I'm feeling this prep. I still got 9.5 weeks, so it's just now starting to get to the point where I'm like, okay, this is gonna get difficult, but it's coming because I'm already starting to get hungry. And I think we're going to have to drop my calories a lot to be able to get, and I'm probably going to have to do a lot of cardio in order to get really lean, just because it's that difficult for me to get lean. I mean, but we'll get there. I have faith. We're going to get there. I mean, if I'm eating 1,200 calories, there's no way in hell I'm not getting super, I'm not getting super lean off that. I have to. There's just no way my body would not burn 1,200 calories in a day. Also work a manual labor job and walking around 12 to 15,000 steps in a day. I'm already at like 9,000. You know, maybe more now. I looked earlier, I was at 7. Now it was like a couple hours before I got off work. I walk around all day doing different things at work, so just one of those things. But yeah, I'm gonna cut it here because I don't know how much storage I have left for this physique update, and that's pretty important. So we'll see how I'm looking.